Common vocabs for IELTS medium level. Provided, even if. Example: provided you study hard for the exam, you should do well enough to pass the class. Impartial, treating all rivals or disputants equally. Example: sports reference have to be impartial, because if we know that they prefer one team, the final result becomes arguable. Persever. Example: Sarah persevered Branch through the storm, fighting to the cold and rain to make hardware home for Christmas. Protocol. Court regulations. Example: Jonah followed every step of the protocol carefully to make sure the experiment was performed correctly. Overlap. Partly coincide in time. Example: I'd like to go both to John's birthday party and to my little sister's concert, but they overlap by almost 3 hours. Crude. Constructed in a rudimentary or makeshift way. Example: once he realized he had forgotten his tent, Arpit attempted to build a crude shelter out of mud, branches and leaves. Devoid. Entirely lacking or free from. Example: Millie is the most serious person I know. Her stories are always completely devoid of humor. Conform. Comply with rules, standards, or laws. Example: before every yearly government inspection, the cooks would chase away mice to make the restaurant look like it conformed to cleanliness guidelines. Coincide. Occur at the same time. Example: Apple's announcement of the next iPhone coincide with the release of Samsung's newest phone. Controversial. Public disagreement. Example: when the class debate begins to bore her, Wendy loves to say something controversial and start heated arguments among her classmates. Abundant. Existing or available in large quantities. Example: although he had an abundant supply of snacks, Jim didn't want to share and lied to his guests that he only had one bag of popcorn. Cling. Hold on tightly to. Example: standing in front of the airport, Judy clung to her father's arm and begged him not to leave. Courteous. Polite, respectful, or considerate in manner. Example: since Tom is usually extremely courteous, his sister was shocked when he served their guests spaghetti using only his hands. Disperse. Distribute or spread over a wide area. Example: students came from many countries of English classes at our school, but after the program ended they dispersed and never saw each other again. Bulky. Taking up much space, large and unwieldy. Example: in many military exercise, soldiers have to carry bulky backpacks for long distance to test their strength. Extravagant. Lacking restraint in spending money or using resources. Example: Susie's wedding was extravagant, with a dinner of steak and lobster, invitations decorated with gold, and a ceremony at a castle. Widespread. Found or distributed over a large area or number of people. Example: as vaccine usage becomes more widespread, fewer people suffer from preventable diseases. Mend. Repair something that is broken or damaged. Example: Jimmy and his father had stopped talking over the years and looked forward to mending their broken relationship over the holidays. Indifference. Lack of interest, concern, or sympathy. Example: in an effort to fight indifference, the president of the college introduced a new stricter grading system. Trigger. Cause a device to function. Example: The sound of a gunshot triggered a panic in the street, as people ran in every direction, unsure of the source. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment,